Hey, pay no attention to these beautiful stock footage nature pictures and listen. Nature is killing our Earth. We have to fix it by minimizing recycling and maximizing trash collecting. Many research studies have found that recycling is not as clean as we are led to believe, and that over time, all the efforts that are needed to facilitate recycling process still pollutes and contributes to the greenhouse gases and climate change. Recycling is in fact a scam, initiated to help its corporate sponsorship, which achieves this by capitalizing off of all the good faith and positive sentiment attained through the recycling industry's ultra-successful marketing campaign. This is why you and everyone else must refrain from recycling any further, and simply throw everything away as garbage. To continue to participate in recycling is very irresponsible of you, as well as ignorant to the truth about how destructive the recycling actually is. That is why you really have no choice but to adhere to the information I've given you, since to do otherwise would be an affront to our planet and to the ecosystem. Of course, everything I just said is false. This is just an example of how the reactance theory can be used in regards to recycling.
Reactance theory is concerned with how individuals react when their freedom to choose is restricted. Reactance theory relates to social psychology in that it deals with social interactions and the effects on the individual, namely how social interactions and behaviors are affected when an individual's freedom to engage in a specific behavior is threatened. For reactance to occur, the individual must have an expectation of free choice, and the individual must perceive the freedom in question as being important. In other words, the individual whose decision alternative is blocked, partially or wholly, by a barrier, should become increasingly motivated to obtain that alternative. The basic idea of the theory and its relation to social psychology is that a person is motivationally aroused anytime they think one of their freedoms has been threatened or eliminated. This motivational arousal moves a person to try to restore their freedom.
As far as the takeaways of reactance theory, really reactance theory is so interesting because it affects everybody, and it's just so important to our everyday thought process. It's important to understand as social psychologists or just psychologists alike. Also, it's just important to understand so we can be more objective as psychologists, and reactance theory really does a great job of that.
Examples of reactance are when your parents tell you you can't date someone or be friends with them. Then you feel that your freedom to choose your friends has been taken away, and it's more desirable for you to date that person or to be friends with that person. Another example was the passing of prohibition. People's freedom to drink was removed, and it became more attractive to them to drink, so they found a way around the law. A third example is if your doctor tells you not to eat red meat. Your freedom to choose your diet has been removed, and so you have a stronger desire to eat red meat.